Pili is a Taiwanese puppet series that has some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. The craft of the puppets and choreography is so masterful, and I'm very happy it's gained a huge amount of popularity in Taiwan. This success even led to a spin-off production with Japanese company Good Smile called Thunderbolt Fantasy, which is written by good old pal Gen Urobuchi. However, before Thunderbolt was simulcasted on Crunchyroll, there was really only one way Western audiences could get a taste of Pili's masterful visuals, and that was unfortunately through the Wulin Warriors. Wulin Warriors was produced by the Animation Collective, who also produced Kappa Mikey and Speed Racer The New Generation, so this is a company familiar with using foreign properties to market towards a Western audience. Using footage from the 25th season of Pili Heroes Battle of the Kings, the Western showrunners would use that footage to build their own story and characterization, which did not go over well, as it only aired 2 episodes on Cartoon Network, with the rest of the produced 13 episodes showing up online later down the road. This early removal seems to be due to backlash from Cartoon Network fans, with one of the complaints being that Wulin wasn't a cartoon, which I think is a pretty dumb complaint. Yeah, it's the Cartoon Network, but it's not like Wulin uses real people, it uses puppets. And despite everything negative I'm about to say about this show, the visuals and action choreography are still beautiful and unique compared to anything the network has picked up before and after. It could have been the network's next Samurai Jack, but unfortunately, the rest of the show is very, very bad. While the visuals are still stunning as usual for a Pili production, my enjoyment of them is hammered by the ill-fitting funky tracks that often play during fight scenes. Speaking of music, Wulin Warriors is one of the most laughably bad theme songs I've ever heard, and honestly sums up the show of how try-hard it is to appeal to the lowest common denominator.
Wulin, Wulin, Wulin Warriors. I'm longsword with my training brother Scar. We on a mission to try to find the missing 7 stars. So Wulin, but sheriff is bent. I'm ruling the land. Grab the Wulin sword in my empty hand.
As for the characters, they really aren't memorable or noteworthy except for Scar, but he's not memorable or noteworthy in a good way. In Battle of the Kings, Scar's character was mute, but in Wulin Warriors, he's one of the most talkative and annoying characters in the show, constantly quipping about push-ups or pizza like a dollar store version of Mikey from Ninja Turtles. A lot of the writing decisions just scream the worst of the late 90s and early 2000s anime dubs, when it could have been so much more. You got some of the most impressive puppetry of all time on your hands, and this is how you use it?
Man, I'm hungry again. Did the Oracle really say I shouldn't make up those ninja stories?
Yes.
When?
Before, when we told...
Was it when you were kissing him on the butt?
They didn't even have to follow Battle of the Kings beat by beat for it to be a better show. They could have just given it the respect and maturity that Pili has over in Taiwan, but since this is America, we get pizza jokes instead. Just watch Thunderbolt Fantasy if you're at all interested in anything in this video, or even go hunting online for the original Pili series. Though I wouldn't lie and say that Wulin Warriors isn't an interesting show. The best way to watch it, in my opinion, is to get a bunch of buddies around and just riff on it. Before we end off today's little excursion, let's hear some words from our good old pal Scar from Wulin Warriors.
Is rainbow a kind of tree?